Amanda here. So I'm here to do our Let's Get Arty, which is the series that's done by Arty, and this month she's picked circles. I'll leave a link in the description box below to Andrea's video at the beginning of the month where she shares hers. So I've already got a background. I did this using my jelly plate. I'll leave that as a suggested video after this one so you can see how I created this, because it was a happy accident and I knew I was going to save it for today. So I've cut this to 6 by 7.5 because that's the size I need to do a double page spread in what I do with mine. And what I do is I create one large one. Andrea typically does 2 separate ones. I do one large one and cut it in half. I'm not as clever as she is and I don't have as many ideas. So I've absolutely no idea what we're going to do here. So bear with me. I may well fast forward and do a voiceover, depends how long it takes me. So I've got these lovely blues and the themes are circles. So I've got a few ideas, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. So first of all, I just want to add, I've got my lovely background with my beautiful colouring, but I just want to add some sort of circle using modelling paste, and I'm not sure whether to use that one or that one. I've got 2 different stencils. I think I might actually just use the normal polka dot, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that, and I think I'm just going to... I was going to use modelling paste, but I think I've changed my mind. In fact, I'm just going to do something else first. I've just had a thought of something. So just bear with me. I want to put some of this print on, I think. So I'm just going to use my ripping, I call it a ripping ruler. I'm just going to use my ripping ruler. And I'm just going to get myself some pieces of book page. So I used this to just like print off when I was doing my jelly plate, just get the you know, the leftovers off, and I had some different pages at the side of my to do that with, so that I could use them in other things. So I was a bit mindful. So I'm just ripping a few in kind of like a triangular shape, and I might change my mind, I don't know. I think that'll do. Okay, let's just bob that out of the way, and I think what I want to do is just have them going across the page like so. Yeah, I quite like that. But what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to deepen the blue on the edges there. So let me see, what can I use? I quite like this one. Let's try this one, Misty Moonlight. Just use a finger dauber. So this is just a bit of water, you know, normal stamping ink. I'm just going to darken those edges just so that they stand out a little bit against the other blues. Okay, so that wants to go there, I think. And that one. See, the problem is that the writing's the wrong way around on that one now. Let me just get another one. I need the writing to be the other way. Let's have a look. I'll just do that piece there. I want the triangle to be the other way, don't I? So let's just do it that way. This random art, but in a specific way, which is almost a bit of contradiction, but okay. So that's that, and then I'll use my matte medium to stick that down onto that background, and then hopefully I'll still be able to stamp over the top and things like that. So I've got a kind of an idea in my head of what we're going to do, and I'm afraid we're going to have butterflies again. I'm sorry, but I need to like have a right good look through my stamp collection and maybe invest in some other stuff. My collection has been limited. I think I've limited myself for a couple of years to a certain theme, and so I don't have a massive collection of different stuff. So it's something that I'm working on. So if you see a lot of butterflies and dragonflies, then I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I just use what I have. Okay, so I'm just going to put these where I want them. Okay, just put my matte medium down, and then you kind of like use the matte medium to like decoupage it over the top, and then once it's dry you can still theoretically stamp over it and stuff. Okay. Okay. Put some on there. I'm not too worried if I get air bubbles in it or anything like that. I'm not. It's only a Rolodex. It doesn't matter. Okay. I will have to dry that off with the heat gun. And whilst I do that, I will mute the video and fast forward it or edit it out. You don't want to hear the heat gun. Okay. Alright. Makes my hands feel horrible, this stuff, if it gets on you, but not to worry. Same with Mod Podge, I don't like the feel of it. It's horrible. It's not pleasant. Right, so that's just a little bit of interest on my background, so I'll just need to dry that off, and what I'm also going to do is just run and wash my brush, otherwise it goes hard and then you can't use it again. I'll be back in a minute. That's my matte medium dry, so now I'm using a little bit of acrylic paint. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on my glass mat here, and I'm going to use a bit of sponge to print some circles. I don't want loads and I don't want them too dark, so I'm using a sponge to try and get a lighter kind of look. Okay, let's see if that works. It's not really worked. Let's try adding a little bit more paint. I wonder if gesso would be better. Might need to try some gesso. Just give that a try. If not, I'll get the gesso out. Maybe it needs a thicker. Oh no, it's fine. It's there. It's nice and subtle. I just needed to put a little bit more on. So let's go back over this space here and just do it again. I just wasn't putting enough on. I was just being a little bit too light-handed with it, I think. Okay. There we go. That's fine. That's what I wanted. So we'll put some here. Maybe it's soaking into the sponge. Yeah, there we go, that's better. It had just soaked into the sponge a little bit, and that's why I wasn't getting the coverage I wanted. So let's just do some here. Yeah, that's nice. When it'll dry, it'll go a little bit lighter as well, probably. I'll just do a bit here, I think. Do I want any more? I think I want some there. Let's put some here. Okay, I'm happy with that now. So I'm just going to dry that off, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's my paint splodges done. So now I'm just going to think about my stamping. I've got some circle stamps that will actually just do what I say, you know, stamp circles. So I've got a small one and a large one. So I'm going to use those. And I'm going to use my archival. I wonder if that will work or whether I'll need stays on. I'll try the archival and see how it goes. I need a Stamping block. Oh, everything's falling off my desk this morning. I'm not prepared, I never am. Last minute mini me. Right, so what I'm just going to do is, I've just got a little bit of offcut. In fact, I don't want that because I can use it. I've just got a little bit of offcut of where I've inked. I'm just going to make sure that the archival ink will stamp over it before I go and mess up my whole entire, you know, my whole entire background. So let me just, yeah, it's fine. Stamping over it fine. Okay, so bring my, so I've got a large circle and a small circle, so I'm going to do the large one first. Okay, and I'm not too worried if it doesn't stamp a perfect circle, you know, if it only does half of it or something. So I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I don't know. This is as far as the thought process has gone, so I'll put one there. Just give it a press because it's a photo polymer. I should have done it on a spongy mat, really. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I think that that was still a little bit wet. But we won't worry. We'll stick a butterfly on it. So that's that one. I think it's, my work's still just a little bit tacky maybe. Okay, so that's that one. If I just get my smaller one, and I'm just going to do them going off the edge of the page, I think, for the smaller ones. Maybe not press on quite as hard, like my life depends on it. I don't think it is as as ever. Okay, and then I'm going to do, if you can hear falling noises, it's all of the stuff on my desk in an avalanche falling off. Put one there. Okay, there we go. So there's my circles. Okay, that's worked out okay. And then obviously, you know, well, I'm never done, am I? So I'll just keep going. What I'm going to add, so I've got some. What am I going to do? I don't really know. Let's have a look what we've got left over here. I might use some of this, or I might just, I don't know whether to stamp them out singular or stamp them out on, I think I'll just stamp them out singular. I do know that this one is really, really pretty when we stamp it on book pages, because I do it a lot in my journals. So I'm going to stamp this, but I need a bigger block than that. Stamp this butterfly. I'll use the archival ink again. Okay, let me just move my work out of the way. Alright, so if I just stamp a couple of these onto book pages. What's on the other side? I ain't got really got room on the other side. Could do with some more. Let me get this. That might actually work out better with the blue on it. Okay, and have I got a smaller butterfly? Where's my, honestly, I just lose things literally that I had 5 seconds ago. It drives me insane. I get right angry with myself. I'm like, for goodness sake, Amanda, you just had that a minute ago. How can you have lost it? Get a grip. Right, there we go. I'll do a couple of smaller ones as well. I think I'm going to be liking it on this inky background as well. I think it'll maybe tie in nice. We'll see. Let me put that away. We've got enough for now. Let me just pop that up there. So I do have the punches, lucky for me, for these. So I'm just going to punch those out, and then we'll see where they're going to go. Might be too much blue with them on the blue background. I'm not sure yet. Not 100%. Come on, don't be naughty. Get in. There we go. I'll never part with this punch. It was the first, this and Petite Petals were the first ever Stampin' Up punches that I ever, they're the whole reason that I joined, and I'll never ever part with them because I love them. They're beautiful and timeless. That's that one. Right, so that's 2 butterflies done, and I'm just going to do these plain ones because I'm not sure which are going to look right yet. And I won't waste these because they'll go in my little off-cut box, and I'll use them in snippets. They won't get wasted. I'm going on the hunt this weekend. Now all the shops are back open, I'm going to go, there's a couple of really good charity shops quite close to where I live that do vintage books, and they don't charge a fortune for them. There's a vintage bookshop nearby, and I'm sure they source their books from the charity shop and then quadruple the price. I know they do. They must do. I once got a vintage one with birds from a charity shop for 50p, and I saw the exact same one in a so-called vintage bookstore for £10. I was like, I didn't think so. So yeah, don't pay a lot for your old books unless they're actually, you know, not for if you're just going to rip them up anyway, not unless they're like, you know, special editions or something. Let me just get that right. There we go. Right, so that's my butterflies done. So let's have a look which we're going to use, because I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, see, when I do it in the blue, it doesn't really stand out. Whereas if I leave it in the black and white, it stands out a bit. Might leave it in the black and white, and I might, where's my ink dauber? Might ink around it with, don't know where the ink dauber's gone. Might ink around it with this dark blue ink. Just on the tips. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background, they're horrid. They're antisocial, well they're not horrid, I love them to bits, but I think they think that they're Rottweilers, and they just bark at anything that goes past the house. They need Caesar Milan in their life, I think. Okay, that's better. And they're quite like these smaller ones, as they are, to be honest. So we'll just add a little bit of darker ink to them and dot them about. A lot of blue on there, but we have got purple in the background. So yeah, we'll be right. Could maybe do with a, we've got that purple, I'm not going to worry about the colouring too much, doesn't matter, it's fine. Right, oops, let's have a sip of my coffee. Let's get these stuck on, and then we'll come up with some words. Okay, so I'm not going to stick them flat, I'm going to stick them just the bodies, so that you can then lift the wings up. So it's kind of 3D. Alright, and I'm just going to arrange these around my circles. As I like. I think I need to open a new glue. Okay, stick that one on. Or shall we put that one? Put it that. Okay. I might not use all of these. In fact, I probably won't. In fact, do I want that there? I've changed my mind, I don't want that one there. Changed my mind, don't want it there. Luckily it hadn't stuck yet. I'm going to have it here, and then have a little one going up there, like that. Okay, so that they're in kind of like in twos like that. And then I'm just going to have just one. That's enough. I'm not going to use all of the butterflies. They won't get wasted. I'll use them for something else. And then I'll just stick that one there. Okay. So there we go. That's that bit. So now I just need to do some words. Sure, I got a stamp set out. I'm going to use Go Confidently in the Direction of Your Dreams. I like that. So let me find that stamp. Which one is it? I have no idea. It's that one, I think. Yeah. That one. I'll just move my work out of the way and do my stamping. And let's get it straight. I'm gonna use, what shall I use? I might use Versifying because I think it stamps words out neat, just a little bit nicer. It normally does. The only thing is you've just got to, you need to heat set it or it smudges. There we go. I'm just going to dry that off with my heat gun because in my experience Versifying can smudge. Yeah, I'll just leave that a few more minutes extra to dry. I'm just going to ink round the edge of this. And then when you, at the end of the video, I will obviously cut this in half and attach it to my Rolodex. And in the thumbnail you'll see it split in half. Okay. And where I cut it I'll link as well. Just finishes that edge off a right little bit. I don't know what my dogs are barking at, but they're so naughty. And what I might do before I do cut it up and take my photos, I might just leave it to air dry a little bit longer. Just leave it a little bit, and I might, don't know, I might put some sparkle on it somewhere. But then again, I might not. Right, so there we go. So just need to do my words now. Okay, so I'm going to just, my hands are filthy. Cut these out. It has smudged. It does smudge, does Versifying. Look, it's smudged. Never mind, it's mixed media. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Okay. Nobody's gonna know. I need to get a move on because I'm doing this early in the morning and I've got work. I'll start work at 9. So I need to get my groove on. Okay, doke. Sometimes I'll cut around each individual word. But in this instance I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it as a whole. And just do that a bit straighter. There we go. I'll just edge around with a little bit of blue ink. Trying not to smudge that Versifying, which is a brilliant ink, but really you need to leave it a bit longer to dry. Even your warm fingers when you're touching it can make it smudge. And I need some tweezers really, but I don't have any, so hard lines. It'll just have to be a little bit smudgy, but it just adds to it as far as I'm concerned. That's what I'm saying anyway. Right, so that's my words. Let's have a look where they're gonna go. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Or it's gonna need splitting. If I'm gonna do a kind of a buy one get one free with my art, I'm gonna have to split my words. Otherwise it's gonna look weird. It's not going to look good, so we'll have go confidently there, and then we'll have the other further down so that it doesn't look weird, so that it doesn't look weird. We don't want weird. That would be shocking. And then we'll have that one there. Just need to... Oh, I've put a bit much on there now. I've put a bit much ink on there, but I'm not going to worry. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to stress too much. I can still see it. So we've got go confidently there. And in the that's going to bug me. I've put too much ink on now. I'm going to have to redo it. I'm going to redo it. Because that, I know it's meant to be messy art, but my brain won't allow that. And what I'm going to use, my brain won't have it. I'm going to use Stencil. And then I know it's not going to smudge. Okay. I'm just going to cut that man's name off the bottom of there. Sorry, Thoreau. I don't mean to, I'm not stealing your, you know, your words. I don't want it on. It's that simple. Don't want it on. You don't fit it. You're not fitting in with my design. Right, I'm gonna cut it up. Should always go with your gut instinct. My gut instinct was to cut it up, but I thought, no, I'll save time and I won't cut it all up. And then, yeah, and then I wasn't happy with it, so I'm cutting it all up. Okie doke, and that's not straight. Because you know when we're doing messy art, it still needs to be straight. How weird. That's better. I like that better now. In the direction of your dreams. And I would like to go around that with some black ink, but I think I'll end up ruining it because it's early in the morning. I'm not quite with it and I'm a little bit tired. And my coordination when I'm tired and my coordination when I'm not tired is not brilliant, and when I'm tired I get clumsy and I make a mess of things. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. What I'd like to do is, you know, use my credit card with some black ink and do the lines around. I have done it before, but I just think I'm going to ruin it, so I'm going to leave it because I know what I'm like. Okay, and then we'll have that one across the middle of that circle there. There we go, much happier with it like that. Alright, so once that has dried, I will cut it in half and stick it in my Rolodex. It's almost like a mixed media journal page, that, isn't it? I quite like it. Could have gone a bit further and put some modelling paste on, but sometimes you can just go a bit too far. So there we go, that's my Rolodex art for this week. I hope you like it, I hope it inspired you. I'll try not to use butterflies next time, but I'm not, you know, don't hold me to it. I might use dragonflies next week. I'll see what I've got. Thanks for watching. Get your circles out and get arty. Bye for now.